welcoming to Jeho tutorial. I am Miss Soria. For those of you who have just subscribed to this channel is Jeho tutorial. Most of the videos that we will be uploaded is mainly chemistry topics, grade 11 and 12 that are taught in Papua New Guinea. For this line of videos that I'll be uploading later, it will be the solutions of grade 12 chemistry examination that are set nationwide in Papua New Guinea. So I'll be starting with 2018 and coming towards the present years. So even though you will have remedials and tutorial with your teachers, maybe some of you are still having difficulty understanding those examination questions, you are free to subscribe to this channel. Okay, thank you. Before I continue, I would like you to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also click on the bell, so any notification on any videos that I upload, you'll be the first one to receive them. With that, thank you very much. Okay, as you can see, this is the chemistry paper that was set in the year 2018. That's the date here. So I will continue on with the first page and I will go through the solution. That's the first page. So that is the question. The first question here, we have approximately 4 questions. Not approximately, but exactly 4 questions in the first paper. So for this video, we'll just go through all those questions. Let's start with the first one. The first one, the following table shows the result of a reaction between a metal and an acid. So this topic, if they are talking about the result of a reaction, that it will come under the topic rates of reaction, and mostly is taught in 11.4. Okay, so you look at the table here, we have 2 columns. Okay, the first one is the time in minutes, and that's the volume of gas. Okay, you would maybe you have some question, why are they giving the volume of gas? Okay, when there's a reaction between the metal and an acid, those are the 2 reactants. Mostly the product will be a metal salt and a gas. So this is the volume of the gas that is produced from the reaction, and we are to calculate from intervals of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So we are trying to calculate that from between which 2 intervals, which one will produce more. It means that this is the rate of reaction that is faster, and this is the one where we need to find in order to answer the question. So we have 4 selective questions, the answers here. So after going through the working out, you should be able to get the answer. Okay. So first of all, I will have to go through the formula in which you'll be able to use. But before we go through it, I will not be writing in the examination paper, so I have transferred it into this one. Okay. So before we continue on with this one, I would like you to label the timings and also the volume of the gas. So I will use a black marker, not a black, let me use a red. So let's put this one as volume number 1. This one will be volume number 2. This one will be volume number 3. This one will be volume number 4. This one will be volume number 5, and this one will be volume number 6. Okay. For the timing, this one will be T1 as time 1 as T1. This one will be T2. This one is T3, T4, T5, and T6. Okay, as you can see, after you have labeled it now, we will then have to use the formula. This is the formula that we should use to actually come up with the rate of reaction. The rate of reaction is equals to the final volume minus the initial volume. It means that you will start minusing them like this one. That's the final volume minus the initial volume, and then final volume minus the initial volume. We'll go through the working out and you'll see what I meant. And after that, you divide you divide by the final time minus the initial time, and likewise you do the same up here. Okay, I'll put this one on the side, but let's put this one here. Okay, finding the rates. Finding the rates. Let's start with the first one. The first one, we have R1 is equals to V2. That's the final volume minus the initial volume over the final time minus the initial time here. Okay. Okay, from the table and prior to our labeling, this one is V2 and this one is V1. This one is T2 and T1. We just simply get this one and substitute it into the formula. So V2 is 23, so we write 23 milliliters minus 0 milliliters. Divide, T2 is 1.0 minute minus 0 minute. Okay, if you do the working out, 23 minus 0 is 23 milliliters. And 1 minus 0 is 1. So our rate will be 23 milliliter per minute. Okay, so this one is for the first one. You will then continue on with the rest. And I have already done that for you. So when you look at it, that's rate 1. Okay, that's rate 2, rate 3, rate 4, rate 5. So those are the rates of reaction that I have already calculated for you. Okay, the one that has the rate of reaction has a bigger amount is the one that is the fastest. Okay, because it within 1 minute it produces a lot of gas, so it is the rate of reaction that is the fastest. So coming back to the question here, during which of the following time interval is the rate of reaction the fastest? So according to our working out here, the rate of reaction that is fastest is actually 23 milliliter per minute, and it happens between 1 to 0, from 0 minute to 1 minute. So from the selected questions here, you look at the one that from 0 to 1 minute, so your answer would be A. So A is actually the answer for the first one.